Hello. The question that I chose to answer was question number 1, which is why genre is important for understanding biblical texts. And some of the genres that I can immediately think of when I think of ones that are present in the Bible are like narrative, poetry, gospels. And I think that it's really important to know the differences and to be able to identify what genre you're reading at a certain time, because it can change the meaning of a text that you're reading. Like, for example, if you were reading a part of the Bible that was intended to be part of like a poetry, a poem, then if you were reading it like a narrative, it would completely change the meaning, and you'd probably just get really confused, and it won't be how it's intended to be read. Some books and sections of the Bible are also written in a specific genre to provide more clarity, like how Revelations and I believe part of Daniel is written in like apocalyptic style because of the content that it has, or how Isaiah, Jeremiah, Daniel, those ones are all written in more of a prophetic style because of the content that they have and the context behind those ones. So you read them differently. And like Exodus is written as a narrative, but if you were reading it like it was like, a poem, it's not going to have the same type of meaning. Obviously, he wouldn't confuse Exodus with a poem, but just for an example. And I think that the way that they're written and being able to identify it can provide context and definitely deepen your understanding if you're able to know and identify the differences between the two. Another example of this, how important this is if you're reading a parable, they're not, specifically true stories or like events that actually happened, so they shouldn't be taken as history. They shouldn't be taken as a narrative because they're separate from that, even if they're still showing a message and all that, but they shouldn't be taken as a true event that happened and things like that. So you should know as you're reading how to identify the differences between those types of things. So overall, I just think it's important to be able to know the differences and be able to identify as you're reading it the differences between all the types of genres in the Bible, because it's just going to add a lot more clarity to what you're reading. You'll be able to fully understand the text that you're reading. Thanks for listening.